We're going to start with kit and engineering the future. So what do you want to see if you're playing this matchup? You know, what are you looking to see out of Kit? I mean, I think she's got to get off to a fast start to really, because once you start getting the big ice later in the game, it can be very challenging for her to really make a lot of hay.
Yeah, Kit's challenging. One of the things is also but it really does put it like I said, it puts pressure on the corp in a way they don't expect.
Yeah.
Which is ice placement.
Sure.
Because it's very awkward sometimes where you draw your code gates early.
Yeah.
And you rather those be on the outside. You want your simple barriers to be on the inside because it forces them to get their barrier breaker. Cerebral Static does a lot of work against Kit.
Yeah,
it forces
we've seen that before.
The Pacer did that on the Tulsa Regional where the guy had fem everything because he couldn't break anything.
So this looks like a very keepable Kit hand. We saw, I mean, he's gone the Magnum Opus route, which I like to play as well. Hedge Fund into Magnum Opus, I feel like that's a very strong, you've got the blocking and tackling cards you need. Travis's side, we're going to start out classic hedge fund, and I've got to imagine a couple ice are getting dropped down.
Travis is a good guy. Recently moved here from
Utah, I believe.
Utah, yeah. Moved to Atlanta. It's whoa, there's so many Netrunner players here. If you want to play Netrunner, you can move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
It is huge. It's amazing how great of Netrunner scene we have. That's one of the reasons I think we have so many good players is we play a lot of Netrunner.
We get to play against talented players.
You can find 5-6 people almost every night of the week. All right, we got Opus take 6.
Magnum Opus comes down.
Boom. Oh, no.
Sure Gamble
Opus.
Even better.
Yeah. Sure Gamble modded Opus even better.
Yeah, modded is a nice card as well. But, yeah, I like
modded
this.
Is so good. I like Opus. I've been trying to work it into the Threader deck I've been trying to work on for Worlds. I might play it. But it's hard to get that MU going for Threader and everything.
Yeah,
this guy is – I like to score agendas.
Yeah, he's passed up, and he would have seen that NAPD, I believe, off the top of the deck if he would have run
YOLO, leaves R&D open versus a Shaper. No concern whatsoever.
Very bold.
And Eliot rightly is drawing up probably for an answer because he knows he needs something. He doesn't want to run it blind. Wants to lay down SMC. Just drawing. Maybe I would even take the one axis. Okay, you didn't draw your index or maker. Just take an axis here.
Yeah, you need to look at a card if nothing else.
At least tax it in some way, and choose a sure gamble instead. That's fine, I guess. Getting the monies.
Wow, I don't know that he's running R&D because if I want to make the decision not to challenge,
I don't know.
then I
maybe
would look
you
at a card.
even do face check it, because make him spend something whoa, man, it's not even an agenda. What is going on here? What happened?
Yeah, interesting.
It wasn't an asset. It might have been just a trap, and now he's drawn into another NAPD.
Yeah, it could be.
I really thought he was trying to score. It seemed like
it. If I'm looking at that, it could be
Sand
Breaker Bay. You may assume that of just, hey, it's not the time until you come run it. I'm not going to show you what it is. I think that I haven't seen what it is, but that could be a fine play.
Surprising opening play.
Yeah, but I would want to start looking at R&D. I mean, the game does not get easier for Kit.
It's free access.
Yeah.
You're going to end up later on this ETF. You're going to not HB in general. You're going to end up paying 5, 6, 7, 8 credits for 2 cards with an RDI or more. And you're going to be happy to pay it later. What is that, Matsu chip?
Yeah, it's the mem chip. This is one of the challenges. So
why'd you
Kit
put a counter on it? You put something on it?
I think you just put a memory to just keep track of it. All right, so we got efficiency committee, so that's a nice score for Travis. Get on the board early. A little low on money, but at the same point in time, I mean, Eliot has shown a willingness to run.
That's what that server was.
That's what he put it down.
And he didn't do it earlier. I think he just wanted to take money to be more secure.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown R&D. He's left it wide open. I mean,
what are you worried about? If he runs HQ, he's going to – well, he has the money for NAPD, so I guess he wants to make sure he could res his HQ ice as well. Mm-hmm. No concern for R&D. Hanging out.
Yeah, you got to trash the Sand. If you have Opus, I mean, Opus SMC, you need to go make him trash it.
It can be a pretty dangerous ice.
But still, he's got SMC on the board.
Yeah. So what are you worried about? And you have all the money in the world.
You can't let him have another Sand.
Turing is very strong here. It's expensive to get through no matter what Shaper does. You cannot Otman it, so Otman at 4 is stupid, even if you have the data suckers later. You can't Otman at 5 anyway if there's a toll booth on the board. I hate that.
Well, here's the good thing, right?
So you have to get
it is a code gate. We'll see one of the biggest challenges in build is that you've got to make the decision on what's the code gate breaker that you want. And that's always something that I feel like defines the different kit builds. So he doesn't see anything off R&D. But to me, I really feel like you got to get some money and
he let it go.
He's letting the Sand stay, which I do.
He's
think
at 1 credit. He can score a Vitruvius or a Beta, and you would do it because obviously you'd go broke to do this.
Yeah, because at this point, I like Architect on R&D and then get some money because at this point,
install credit.
You just need to protect yourself.
Yeah, install credit puts you at 4.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. Hopefully, I really hope we can.
I like this play a lot.
I want to ask Travis, like why he chose to go this route of like, let me get the ETF. I mean, I'm going to say ETF for everything. The
kit
efficiency committee. Sorry. Yeah. Why was your choice to get that early? Why did you choose to set up like that, and why were you not scared?
Yeah, it's interesting because I do think that there could be an argument made for, well, I know that whatever ice I put down, he's going to blank anyway with his ID because it's a code gate, so I'm just going to race him. So I think that's a valid idea.
It's such a strong ice, though.
Yeah.
Like the tax it puts for a shaper specifically, the ways to break it are very few.
So we got clone ship going. Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to be interested in this Eliot's influence as well. If it's going to do the spoon to build. What was your influence?
So on mine, it was three each, right? And 1 fem.
3 spoon, 1 fem.
Yes.
That is hardcore.
And 3 same old things. So you just wreck all the ice and you just keep it at a very shallow server.
Yeah.
But what's interesting here is, Kit is strongest right now. She has SMC Magnum Opus on the board. You've got to make them res ice because even if it's Architect is a code gate. And so you really need to challenge and make them res ice and use Kit's ability while it's relevant. Because the minute that second ice goes down, then you need to find the breaker. Right now, you need SMC into whatever code gate breaker you've put in your deck. But the minute Travis gets enough money to put the second ice down, that ID may as well be blank.
Well, this is huge. He's installed and then taken 2 of his things, like threatening that he's going to.
So he's Jacksoning, trying to dig.
What did he do? Dang it. I was looking at you when you were talking, and I got confused. Dang it.
So do we have a shipment in hand?
Something's happening.
So, he's just cleaning up his hand, getting rid of that NAPD.
Why did he take 2 of his things? I guess he wanted money? Did he click
I think he just wanted to clean up his hand with Jackson and draw some more cards. I mean, he does need some money, but, he's got that accelerated beta test in hand that if Eliot doesn't challenge him, he can score off that Sansan next turn, and that would be, he'd snowball ahead.
Went on top of the Sansan. All right. I was having too much fun. Got to focus.
So Eliot, at this point, he's got so much money. You need to start running aggressively. You've got SMC Opus.
You've got SMC and the clone chip. Like, you have everything you need.
At this point, there is no more installation of any cards needed.
Yeah.
You just need to go. All right, so Eli comes out. This is where get your code gate breaker and challenge it. Yeah. If you let him have Sansan, this game is going to snowball out of control.
Money? It depends how much money he has. I think you have to do it because you're only using the one SMC to get a code gate, and you're breaking both,
there.
And you still have clone chip to get your clot if needed.
And you're going to install it anyway.
But
you're going to go get the code gate breaker anyway.
You can't clot though if you put something down. Then if you want to pull out SMC, you'll go over memory.
If you have Opus SMC, you were always going to get your code gate breaker first anyway. So you may as well do it now, where you can challenge the server.
Actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. Go get your code gate breaker. Hopefully it's Gordian, so when it pumps, it stays pumped. Nice. Break the server, trash it. He'll go to 1 credit. He can install advanced score. That's fine. If he does it, you makers.
Yeah.
And you pressure. You can run everything. You'll go broke, run everything.
And like we're talking about, that's where Kit is at her best, when she is super aggressive and making you go broke, and then all the R&D tricks start to come in, the Maker's Eyes, indexing, whatever he's chosen to put in his deck. But you do have to force, you've got to get that Sansan off the board.
Yeah. What's his name? Martema Cube is asking if he has Vamp. We do not know.
Don't know. Oh, man. So, see, this is where Travis just reaching for
this is safe as anything.
See, what? But this is again, my theory kicks in. Travis reached straight for the deck, and he gets 2 ice.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
This is the worst. This is actually great for him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised why he ended the run and didn't break the server.
Because
you would have had your code gate breaker anyway, and you run through everything now. He's at 0 credits. You're going to do it anyway now. You're going to makers. Or you're going to quality time, then makers. Come on, man.
Because you've got a code gate in front now for Travis of R&D. So now Eliot has to be afraid of what's in the back.
Like, he has 1 shot here. And now he can't break. He had to get that Sansan that turn.
Yeah, I agree. And
he had the money for it as well. If those are 6s and 5s, it looks like it. One's a 4. Oh, he's doing Study Guide.
See, so that may be a reason. Study Guide, and this is what was my problem with Study Guide.
It's going to take him too long to pump.
It does take a long time to get to strength.
With multi-threader. I was playing Pacer once the other day in Octagon. It was up to 9 in like 4 turns.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
he even stopped pumping it because he's like, whatever, it's at 9.
Kit's a more aggressive build, I feel like. I like Study Guide and a little bit slower deck, but I feel like there is a need to just get a code gate breaker on the board that has some strength that doesn't require a huge money investment.
I'm surprised it's not Gordian.
Yeah. Because I like
so much better. Because sometimes they have to have a code gate inner.
Yeah.
And so then you're just like pumped already to break the other thing, have Gordian at strength, keep going.
The other option I like out of her, especially if you're going Opus, if you want to play test runs for Fem in your deck, go Torch and just go the test run scavenge route. Get a Torch and play. It goes everywhere. It's at 4 strength.
I don't like to say things like this, but
let's see. So
even if he hits here, it's an Ash. I think he's just looking for the trash cost.
Yep. All right, so second card, Cyberdex.
Eliot's in a very bad spot.
Yeah.
I think it's
at this point,
it's an upward climb. No, he's at 1 credit. Sansan is live and impenetrable now since he went to 1 credit. He's shown that he's probably never going to run it because he didn't run it and trash it the turn he was so, like, I don't know.
That beta test
he can
hand, honestly, he can't jam it out right now and score it, but
Travis has low on money.
Got it.
He's just going to click for credits, install stuff,
yeah,
and I don't know. He's got 2 NAPDs in hand. I don't see how.
Because that remote's shut down.
I don't know if he's tossed either of them with the Jackson, though, but
I mean, I don't think if Eliot had a hesitation of running it last turn, it's not going to help to run it this turn now that you've got Architect into Eli into Turing into potential protection. So, I mean, I think that Travis has just got to know, as long as I can keep my hand slightly safe and protect that ABT that we know he's got there, then get a credit next turn. You get the credit from the install for ABT, and then you just keep scoring out, and there's nothing that's going to be done. Yeah, so he gets the extra credit.
He used another
efficiency counter
for credit.
Yeah, which is fine. At this point, I mean, he's got the Sansan online. He just needs to manage his money to make sure that he's got enough to keep scoring out.
Yeah. He's got ABT in hand as well. Does he have more than 5? When he fanned it seemed like it a lot. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
And here's the thing. Eliot's so low on money, he's got to charge back up, right? I mean, he needs to Opus back up. Study Guide's not at a very high strength. He needs another breaker to be able to challenge the remote. And this is where, like I was saying earlier, you've got to do your work early with Kit, or you've got to have a way to remove ice. Yeah, look, you see him pointing at the server.
He's like, I should have trashed this when I could have. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Like, he was just pointing at it because we can see the cam that way. Right. Like, it's – I don't like to say games are over, but, like, it's an upward battle here.
I mean, you can always – you got the interface out. You can always top deck off of R&D, but you do have to make sure you're checking it every turn.
Hawkman goes, the struggle is real. Like, it's going to be hard.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, he can run R&D.
Yeah, you just need to be in top deck mode.
Yeah, I would be fine with this. Like, if I was Travis, I'm like, fine, go try.
Yeah.
As long as because he blanks here, you can score the accelerator you have for free.
Yeah. And then you've got Jackson on the board to power draw.
Yeah. You're just hanging out now. Score your beta test and trigger it.
Now, here's where even I have some pause. Do you trigger it again?
He has Jackson.
Okay, yeah. He triggers.
He triggers.
See, snap triggers.
Drive triggers. Gets
probably a next gold or
Sansan. Who cares?
Yeah.
Next gold again.
You're just clearing that garbage out anyway.
Oh,
so
Architect even better. No, that's okay.
It doesn't matter. You just need
again. I would have switched this. I would have put Architect and then put the Turing there, because then he has to go get a.
And that's fine.
Because look, that server's impenetrable. He's not going to go trash it. If he does, you buy a million turns.
But here's the thing. I mean,
like you could have made Architect.
All you want to do is protect R&D.
Yeah, but he's still going to break Architect. I'm saying, like, no, I know you want to protect. Look, watch. Instead of putting the Turing, he puts it there because it's Turing.
Yep.
But if you put it in front of the Architect is a sentry, and it won't go away. Like being a sentry, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I think at this point, Travis just wants to make Eliot. I mean, he's got the study guide that needs to get further to strength. He just wants to make him spend some money to get an access, which I think is perfectly fine.
Okay.
So he checks archives to see if ABT coughed up anything. Yeah, you got to get the Jackson off the table, because otherwise Travis can just power draw and then score off that live Sansan. Yep. So yeah, we see he coughs up NAPD. He didn't want to draw those anyway, so it's probably exactly where it belongs. And then let's see.
I would take the hedge fund. Yeah, right choice. You need the money. You don't need another. You don't need Ash. Ash isn't going to do much here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got
that could be
live
another
Sansan
Ash in that server. We don't know. We don't know what Samson's on top of.
Right.
It's obviously not Breaker Bay because it wasn't used to res the
That's
Sansan.
right.
And it's not another asset. It's probably Cyberdex or
could be
Ash.
Cyberdex or Ash. I agree.
Could be a Caprice.
That's what I'd assume.
I wonder what the HQ one is. Probably like a Chrysium.
Yeah, I didn't see that one go down. And he's got another Jackson in hand. So at this point, he's got enough money. He can power draw if he wants to next turn to get the agenda. And Eliot hasn't shown a willingness to go check in HQ.
Stick Ash and R&D. Our savior Action Jackson comes through again.
Jackson does work. All right, so he's checking HQ. He thinks he might have it in hand, which, you know, at this point, Not a horrible assumption, but at the same point in time.
Yeah, it is Cyberdex.
So check Cyberdex. Not relevant right
probably
now.
Doesn't have any viruses.
Yeah. At this point, I think you just have to assume R&D.
Have we seen any influence out of this kit?
Fem. I saw Fem in hand, and I think
there's Parasite in hand.
Okay.
I'd love to see some Shaper Nonsense get back in this.
He has an Escher.
It's possible.
I've seen an Escher in hand, but I just don't know. I mean, there's so many.
There's no rearrangement. There's no rearrangement
beneficial. That'll help. I mean, even putting all the next bronzes on archives.
Like that is that server right now is the best server you're going to get.
Yeah, that's right.
Where you have something and then a code gate.
Yeah, it's not worth spending.
Like the something is the whatever barrier sentries, the outermost. That's the best you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're in trouble here.
All right, so Travis trying to figure out how he's going to do this next turn. I mean, I think he's got the Jacksons in hand. I think you definitely want to keep the Jackson down on the table just as a way of power drawing up. I'm fine with him putting another ice just to – I mean, at this point, the only way he loses is top deck on R&D. That's literally the only way
That's the only way you lose. Literally. There's no other way to lose the game.
Because you know Sand's safe. If he would have trashed it, if he was going to trash it, he would have trashed it.
He probably still could. If he draws a Stimac, it's still worth it to go get it.
Yeah.
Especially he's at 3 credits. But you'll use your Stimac to go through the server. How are you ever going to go then? It's going to take you like 2 turns to get the money to go to R&D.
Yeah, because what I like about this server setup is, regardless of what's in front, Architect is the most threatening thing, because if he hits Architect, then Travis can look 5 cards deep and put the winning agenda in the remote that Eliot can't get to.
Like, I can't tell how strong the the study guide is, but what's his name? CS Piker in the chat has a good comment. He can Escher, because there's only 1 ice in HQ.
Sure.
And put Turing, what's that other thing called? Oh, no, just bronze Turing.
Yeah, you could do
that. As
R&D. You could definitely do that.
That'd be good. That'd be good stuff.
Now that some ice is rezzed, I mean, I do think Escher may be the only way that Eliot's going to get back, because I don't think he has the time or money to go get. He's got the Fem in hand, so I don't think he's got the time.
Study Guide's even close to. Oh wait, it only has to be a 2.
Wait, yeah, there's only 2
because Turing becomes 2 strength.
Yeah.
It just
that's right.
It just blows up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be smart.
Yeah, I think at this point, Eliot's just got to figure out what's the best,
but Escher's in the trash.
How
did Escher get to the trash?
I don't know. He may have discarded it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know Eliot's deck. Maybe he has another answer in hand, but I guess trashing that might just be like he's probably feeling really pressured, like I would be.
Yeah.
6-0 and that ice setup with a Sansan rezzed is really hard to get out of. ANR Pro Circuit, I'm not sure. I can't tell how many counters. There's at least 1. There's like a little clear thing on the study guide.
Yeah.
Who are you, ANR Pro Circuit? Who are you?
I think he's at least at 2. But to your point, I mean, the only way that this is going to happen is Escher, or if he shows that he's got the willingness to pop the SMC and go get a breaker or something, or a clone chip to deal with Architect as a sentry. But at this point, I mean, R&D is the only place you need to go, because you know that if Travis had it in hand, he would have scored it. So you know all the remaining agendas are in R&D.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Escher would be the only play here. And Escher, honestly, with the RDI out, is huge. Like, and he's got so much money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Opus economy. I mean, like, you can get back in.
Like, it seems like he would would have loved to vamp.
All right, so he's on another world. So he's using dice. I couldn't see the dice, but yeah. So he's got a 2 strength.
Okay.
We'll pop SMC. Let's see what his answer is for Architect.
Mimic, 100% chance.
All right, so this is nice. I mean, Eliot can check this every turn, but he's got a fade drawing into Travis drawing. Yeah,
Travis can use 3 clicks to draw, and then. Oh, another Architect. That's fine. You want this, actually.
You
now
he's
at
6
0.
A turn and then run.
He took an agenda. It's an agenda. I can see it. It's NAPD.
Yep.
And that's another – it's a hedge fund. Sorry. You can tell by the picture. It looks almost like an agenda.
So at this point, you need to get a Jackson on the board. You need to overdraw, I think, because now R&D is practically locked down. There's no daily business show. I do think you either want an Ash to try and protect yourself, but that's the thing. When you're facing off against Opus – I don't think Travis is in a position to win the money race with Ash.
So I think he does need to figure out.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to need to get some money.
He has a Breaker Bay. I would take another turn. I think I saw an Eve in his hand. I wasn't sure. Install the Breaker Bay, install whatever asset it is, and go.
Yeah,
because you're going to need money.
You need to. I do think you need at least one overdraw with Jackson so that you keep Eliot guessing of, did he draw the agenda that I didn't see? Because otherwise, he's just going to. You could just take 6, run R&D every turn. And there's no way that Travis is going to invest more to try and protect R&D. It doesn't make sense to. Okay, so he's going to try
memories
and
and Ash. Install, credit.
Yeah, this is tough. It's going to be tough to race an Opus deck. I mean, it may work for a turn, but I know long term, I mean, Eliot is clearly going to win the money race.
That's a smart play, actually. The Ash there was decent. It's another tax. It's pretty good.
Yeah, because it's going to cost him 6 to get through this server.
6 to get through the server, and then he's going to need 3 to trash the Ash. But also he has to beat the Ash Trace, and Kit has 0 link.
Yes.
How dare you? How dare you? What's this called? FFG. Come on. At least give her a link. You give her 10 influence. Oh, this is the next gold. Is that gold? It is gold.
Where? Which one?
In the trash.
Yes, there was a gold trashed earlier. Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that was off the. I can't remember when he trashed. I think that was a Jackson.
Yeah, he's going to need 3 for the Ash Trace, 3 to trash. Does he have that much? And he trashes it. And that's NAPD.
Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. All right.
Does he have a buy? So he's going to mandatory NAPD.
And this is the great part about having an agenda in hand.
Install credit.
Yeah, I like that too.
You still need another. Yeah, install credit. Yep. You got 3 credits. You score next turn.
Yep. Distract him and see if he wants to come get it. If he can't win it this turn.
Stim hack. We need a stim hack here.
Yeah, because here's the thing. He's got to be able to deal with Eli. And we don't know. We still haven't seen what that other upgrade is.
Why is he using his counters?
I think he used efficiency committee to get another credit.
You don't need 4. You just need 3. Oh,
you do need 4. If it's Ash, you're going to need it for next turn that you can.
You're saying if it's protected by Ash? So he wants. Oh yeah, he wants to res Ash and
then
still score. Yeah. Okay.
Because that is a way to win. I mean, Eliot does not have a lot of money. He's at 1 credit here, so even if he takes 6 and goes to the remote, and Ash would be effective here.
The chat is calling for the stim hack. The stam hacker, apparently.
Hey,
they're calling the stam hack.
Give the people what they want to see, Let's see if you put it in
his
deck.
Eliot, you got to run it.
We talked about that 10 influence,
it's
having
so
12, 2 stim hacks,
so
and then we're not even having this conversation.
So you were running 3 spoon in a Fem, no?
Yes.
An Opus, right? Opus was your thing?
Yes, Opus and Torch. And Fem.
The people demand the stam hack.
Hey, I want to give the people what they want too, but she needs some help.
Or we could just concede is a choice.
Scooping is also a possibility.
Team sponsorship. Not going to happen.
Okay. Well, we have got, interesting to see Kit at work. I think, it was a little bit of a slow start. Eliot definitely, I think you saw late game, had the R&D lock, but I think just had that one turn where Travis got the agenda in hand, made the right play, put it where he knew that Eliot couldn't get back, and he got paid off for it. So fun game to watch.